Good morning, everybody, and we are back with Primordia. We're starting exactly where we left off the last episode, so without further ado, let's jump right in. What? Okay.
I've never been able to figure it out. I don't need any of these right now.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Crispin, why is your diary still scattered all over the floor?
Are you going to keep nagging me until we run out of power, boss?
Yes. I bet I can find a better use for this plug.
But now we can't listen to the sweet voice of Metropole.
I guess that makes two birds. Nothing more to do with it.
You say that, but I could think of a few things to make a pretty effective bludgeon. Ooh, music.
It's Crispin's to-do list. Funny how it never gets any shorter.
That's your fault, boss, not mine.
There's the design. I'll put the keynotes into my data pouch.
How does it even work?
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Boss, where are we going to find a working computer?
The Unique is full of them.
Oh, right.
The energy The original designs for Crispin.
Hey, there are arms here! And an awesome set of tractor treads!
I went with a maglev unit instead, and I never could find good arms. The only way I can use this is by plugging something in.
Do I have something to plug in, that is? We got some cable.
That's never going to work.
Didn't think so. I mean,
A simple computer interface with a socket for connecting external hardware. I can't plug this in here.
well, bollocks. I mean, well, bugger you then. I will attempt to bleep that. Here we are outside again, my friend. Let's
I don't think that would be wise.
okay, that takes us all the way back up here.
Only a little sliver left before the moon wanes entirely.
Well, I'm glad we're not the only ones running out of power.
Beep, boop, boop, boop. Ah, beep, boop, boop, boop.
This isn't the time to test out the telescope.
Well, that's no fun. Oh, there's an exit down this way as well. I didn't notice before. Did that take me to the same? Yes, it does. Okay. Back in through here then. What am I looking for? Crystal connector
The cable
cable.
carries the pulse to the computer.
And what do I have? So, there's the cable. Guessing that's the plug, which is the connector. Unless, of course, I could just plug that in here.
It fits, but there's no point unless I connect the plug to something else first.
Okay, got it. Right, so I need a crystal. Where could I find one of them?
We're fine on energy, for now.
Do I need to go back to the junk pile? Well, it's seeming that way, isn't it?
Better just to leave it alone. It's just scrap. There's nothing more value in there. It's just scrap. I picked it clean years ago. It's
Oh.
locked tight. It's reinforced steel. Still locked.
Well, I'm pretty sure even if it was
Oh,
reinforced
just
steel,
think
I
of all
could
the brothers and
make a go of
sisters you
it.
could make for me from all that junk.
One of you is more than enough. It's just scrap.
Okay, so it's definitely not here then. Right, is it this way?
I can't pick that up. I can't move this without some kind of crane, which I certainly don't have time to build now.
I wanted a gumbo.
Nothing worth selling.
Okay, I'm just probably being stupid.
Totally unilluminating. The monitor is designed to socket directly into a CPU. I doubt that will have any effect.
Okay. So I've got that.
I doubt that will have. The cable's far too long to be useful. Futile. It's the unique's tag. It's the unique.
Is there nothing else I could do with that?
The generator's up.
Okay. I am thoroughly confuzzled.
There's no way I can reach. What was I thinking, leaving all my lanterns up there?
How do you lose a crystal, boss? If I had one, I'd attach it to my head.
That's why I put it somewhere you wouldn't find it.
You can't hide something shiny forever.
Put it somewhere where he wouldn't find
It's way
it.
too big for me.
Is it inside him?
And then ask him what to do.
Somewhere he wouldn't find it. That's a good hint.
I've never been able to figure it out. I don't need any of these right now.
Let's hope it's...
I don't need.
Let's hope...
It's Crispin. In order to preserve his privacy and my sanity, I've avoided reading it.
still don't see why I don't...
Because you have...
Looking at...
I don't need to bring...
Okay.
Aha! Here's the crystal.
Right under our noses. That is, if we had noses.
I need something to hold it in place to carry the... The cable's far too...
Are you really trying to...
Crispin, I built you from a bunch of garbage.
From spare parts, boss. Spare parts.
The cable's far too long to be... I doubt that will happen.
Okay, what do I need?
The data...
Don't want the map, I want that. Here we go. Crystal connector cable.
The cable carries the pulse.
But it's saying the cable is too long.
Let's cut a little cable off.
Got it.
Well, just goes to show. Garbage in, greatness out.
Rightio. Now I think I know where to go from here. There we go.
Maybe I can find some other use for these. The only way I can use this is by plugging something in.
Okay. So
I doubt that will have any effect. How would that even... A simple computer interface with a socket...
right, so yes, I plug it in and then what? We'll write down these numbers just in case. Six 817 608 671 212 159. Now I don't know if they're separate or not, so I'll keep them separate for now.
Now we just need to check out these coordinates.
But didn't you just tell me we don't have enough power to go walking all over the dunes?
No, I said we couldn't walk to Metropole. Anyway, most of these are close by.
But what if it's picking up, oh, I don't know, a radioactive rust monster?
A what?
Or a giant cannibal robot?
There's no such thing.
Or an unexploded bomb?
I highly doubt that.
Or a giant lightning storm?
Okay, you're right. We need to know what's out there before we take off. It's just a matter of figuring out how.
Why is nothing easy?
I can think of one reason.
Well, I can go out this hatch and go to the telescope. And we can do the first one, so 652.
Nothing but radioactive waste. We can't salvage anything from that.
Okay. They're all separate. 817 is next.
Boss? That looks like a giant cannibal robot to me.
It looks promising is what it looks like.
And with that, poor doomed Horatio stuck his head into the giant's mouth.
Okay. Let's continue this. Found out I can use my keyboard.
That's strange. The sensor detected an energy source in the junk pile. Maybe we should go look more carefully.
Okay. Junk pile. No.
Nothing of interest.
I typed that in the wrong order.
More waste.
Well, you're the one who loves the junk pile.
Scrap.
If you say.
It's pitch black.
Boss, that's because the telescope's pointing straight down at the deck.
Oh.
Okay.
Strange. There's some kind of odd device surrounded by glass. Whatever that machine is, it must be throwing off some kind of energy.
Why do I not like the sound of this?
I will call that weird machine. Right. Oh, they call it a device. Weird machine was better. Right. Let's head to the robot first.
Man's creation.
That is one big robot.
Then it must have a big power core.
I'm pretty sure he wants to eat me, boss.
Robots don't eat, Crispin.
Look how he's staring at me.
It's not staring at anything.
No, not yet anyway.
Well, we have to find a way to get at its power core. Let's look around.
Well, normally the mouth is the
Anyone
best
home?
way inside.
Crispin, help me take a look at these vents. I can feel air moving. I can feel air moving.
That is one big robot.
It's corroded, but I can't break into it with my bare hands.
Boss, are you really gonna cut that finger off?
Just the tip,
Why?
to see if we can get at power cables to tap into.
You sure you're not just torturing the poor guy?
No, but to tell you the truth, for some reason I don't like the look of him.
That's what I've been saying all along, boss.
Just let me concentrate. Bugs and glitches. There are no power lines running through here at all. All that for a rusty fingertip.
Can it generate power?
No.
Just checking.
Anyone home?
Can I...
There's no reason to cut that. I can't reach, and I'd like to get a closer look anyway. I can feel air.
Well,
There's no way I can reach. There's no way
That
I can feel.
he says you want to get a closer look. We got a closer look. Now what? Oh,
Anyone home?
Just count to 1,000, Crispin. He's not going to eat you. You're too fast for him.
Are you talking to yourself?
No.
Anyone home?
is there anything more this way?
Anyone home?
It's like a breathing going in and out, but I can't. I can't seem to do anything. Or anything useful, anyway.
I can feel air. I can feel.
Hmm. Maybe I'm meant to use something. Maybe I can put a book up
There's
it.
no way I can.
Or a lantern.
I think I see a giant brain?
Ah, okay,
Can
there
you
we go.
reach it?
No, the duct gets too narrow. I think I see...
Can you reach?
No, the duct...
Was that it? The duct gets too narrow? Can you use the
There's no
cable?
way I can reach.
That?
No, so we were able to use the lantern.
I think I see a giant brain?
Can you reach it?
No, the duct gets too narrow.
I doubt that will have any. Anyone home?
This ain't helping much.
There's no reason to cut. I can't reach, and I'd like to get a closer look anyway.
Well, we've got a closer look, but nothing seems to be happening. Maybe I need something else? I've used the lantern. Can't use that. Can I use...
There's no way I.
I've already used that, haven't I?
There's no way I can reach that.
Maybe I'm gonna do something else first. So let's map away to the junk pile.
Boss, how in the world are we gonna find a power source in all this junk?
Still locked. It's just scrap. Better just to leave it alone.
Well, if the light
There's
is
nothing
on,
worth bothering with.
then surely there's...
Better just to leave it alone. Better just to.
Can I...
I'm not ticklish.
That's never going to.
No? Maybe...
It's reinforced. Ha! Not after what happened last time I gave it to him.
Okay, there's nothing I can do there at the moment.
Welcome, wanderer of the wide wastes, lost one, pilgrim. Welcome once more to the shrine to man, our Lord and Builder. I am ever faithful Leobilt, steward of the shrine, preacher of the humanist creed, and I am once more at thy service.
Once more, I don't remember ever meeting you. I'm Horatio Nullbuild, version 5.
Ah, 5 is a righteous number, holy before man, for 5 were the primordial stewards, built by man to safeguard the last lost city of Metropole. But I met thy first version and thy third. Thou camest in thy infancy in wrath confusion, denouncing the shrine as a weapon once turned against thee. Later, thou returnest, penitent, and I taught thee the mysteries of humanism. Yet, though memory be fleeting, faith endureth.
What is that thing?
That thing, O defile not thy tongue, wanderer. Yon shrine is a relic of the Primordian, ancient and glorious, imbued with man's power had changed the very sand to crystal.
Did he just say power?
Yes, yes he did. I'm looking for a power source, and I detected one here. Can you help? This is a matter of life and death.
Power is not mine to bestow, Wanderer. It is the gift of man, yea, the very spark of life in our iron shells. Who am I to usurp that sacred power?
I'm not sure I was clear.
Nay, thou wert clear, Wanderer, but thy question leads only to darkness. Ask another.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Indeed, the very thing passed this way scarce hours ago. With a gentle hand I bestowed a gift upon the heathen, a relic from yon shrine. So tamed it hied hence unto the waste.
Really? Where did it go?
I followed the thing for many miles, exhorting it to follow the path of righteousness. But I fear it was unready for enlightenment, for it struck me down with a beam of energy.
That sounds familiar.
Do you know where it was heading?
Indeed, Wanderer. Its way was clear. It sought to return to the den of iniquity that once in mine own youth I fled.
And where is that?
Set thy path in the 73rd degree, and thou shalt find it. Thy destination is a dome arising from the waste. Go, but keep with thee the word of man, lest wickedness lead thee astray.
Okay, so I can now go to that.
I am also a humanist.
So I taught thee, Wanderer. If thou hast kept the faith, then unto this shrine thou mayest pay devotion. But this is the relic for the adept, not the neophyte, Wanderer. And I must know that thou hast not fallen into darkness and heresy. Answer me these questions three, that I may know thou art faithful still.
Well,
Why are we here?
because man created us.
Because man created us.
Indeed. What is man?
Four.
Our Lord and Master.
Verily, to man we owe all fealty, but no more do we define him than do shadows define the sun. Nay, Wanderer, we are but a fraction of his great scope. Go now and study the teachings of
Oh,
man.
shite. I got it wrong. Well, luckily, I did pick up this.
I get it, I get it. A big robot named Man built everything. Just no more preaching, please.
Nay, Wanderer, thou art not worthy.
I see. I'm ready to be tested again.
Answer me these questions. Why are
Because man created
Indeed,
us.
what is
God?
God.
God is a word, but no answer. Thou hast forgotten my teaching. Thy go now.
What about
Nay,
Well,
now we're running errands?
We need to
Well, how hard can it be to find some glass at the junk pile anyway, right? What about that big glass bowl?
nay, Saul, do not trifle with thy builder's penitence.
wow, you can go out really far on this one.
There's nothing worth bothering with.
Oh, it's a bomb. I just noticed.
Nay, Wanderer, thou art not worthy.
I see.
Right, okay. Well, that's all the time I got for this episode. I've got a lot of things to try to accomplish in the next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away, look at probably... Nah, actually, I'm not going to look at a guide. I'm just going to stumble through this. But either way, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.